Oh, I didn't adjust. Oh, Jesus. I forgot to adjust the lights too. It's gonna be total like bluebird of sadness here in a little bit. I'll get them in here in a second. Okay. Get the left and right floods. And that should be okay. Because those haven't worked in a few years and all of that. So what are you doing now? Okay. All right. Dayton Poetry Slam, September 21st. Take one! You're almost there. Let's try it again. Welcome to the show! All right, we'll take that. Love it, love it. Who the fuck ordered 90 degrees again? Fuck you. I want my fall weather, goddammit. I want single hoodies. I want my house opened up and not my air conditioning on in late September.
It's 75 right now.
Yeah, right now. I mean, this week is going to be like actually better in the 70s, but you know, it's supposed to be kind of. It was funny. I took my youngest to Kings Island today. Normally, this time of year, you have to worry at a certain time the zombies start coming out from the back and pushing the families out for you to get ready for haunts. This time it was Mother Nature. You know, I was sitting there watching the show because my back's out and I couldn't ride any coasters, so I was letting the kids do it. And I'm sitting there watching one of the bands perform, and they just got done with the song, and as soon as they got done, they were like, thunder, and we're done, thanks! And immediately left. I'm like, okay, that was the most, because they were supposed to be corpses singing. I was like, that was the most animated you were the whole time. Like, they're running for it. Ah! All right, well, we got a great show for you. We got open mic, we got a slam. One or the other, please, if you'd like to sign up for that. And remember, if you did sign up for the slam, that is a competition. It is 3 rounds, 3 minutes and 10 seconds a piece. So if that is not your particular brand of vodka, you might want to jump over to the open mic list, which is, we're capping, what do we say, we're capping at 20?
Yeah.
Okay, what are we at?
We're at 16, but we only have 6 people signed up for the slam.
Oh, okay, we'll figure that out. We'll fudge it around, okay. We got 6 people in the slam, awesome! All right, so we got a lot of fun stuff for you tonight. Please, let's go ahead and get into the show. Please give a round of applause to our first poet tonight, Mr. Stephen M Wuebker!
Thank you. How are we? Aside from enjoying summer, Link, how the hell are we? It's an honor to be the opening poet. I say that every time. Ayesha. Let's try this again. I get up here and I often talk about the snapping, the clapping, and the thanking of people. And we'll come back to that in a minute. Don't want to get redundant up here. So I never want to take away from the 4 pillars. But whatever we call it here, Sunday evening poetry service, Dayton Poetry Slam, a cult. We're not really a cult, but damn it, we could be. And here we celebrate each other. Just remember, everybody is important as everybody else in here. We come together as a community and we gather. Who all signed up to read tonight? Show of hands. Woo! Awesome. Show of hands, how many are poets and write almost every day? How many people consider themselves creative? Who considers themselves creative? All right, everybody put your hands in the air right now. Look around, every single one of us are creative in here. However you get dressed in the morning, whatever kind of food you put on your plate, you have to make decisions, so everybody's creative. Chase that. It's what makes us unique, and it's why we come together. I thank everybody for coming out tonight, celebrating. We celebrate each other here. Like I said, turn to your neighbor at some point and say, thanks for being here. Because if it wasn't for us, we wouldn't be having this. Lincoln and Ayesha, Johnathon and Morgan, 4 pillars, Yellow Cab Tavern, they volunteered to do this. They put the roof over our head. Give it up for them. We don't say thank you enough, and it's my job to try and change that. So hashtag be kind and hashtag thank you. It would go a long way in the world. So that's why I always get up here and say a few extra words and make sure I thank those that need to be thanked. In the spirit of creativity, let's do some poetry. This is called Autumn Burns, and this is new shit. Yes, it is. Another Labor Day has come and gone. Another one of life's certainties. The feelings of realization that warm summer mornings are memories growing distant, matching the shortness of days. The yard, a tan, green, Pantone color without a number, crisp as forthcoming baked goods. Apple, pumpkin, allspice, and often too damn much. Evening air, cooler now. Mischievous hints of air conditioning long ago turned off for the season, teasing with slight breezes hinting of winter's Arctic perfume. A distant bonfire reminds me summer's warmth makes a mockery upon Mother Nature's breath and will soon be found only in the safety of our memories. The day's waning heat no longer warms the barefoot walkable asphalt, no longer warms the dusk air allowing those bonfires. Leaves yet to decide when to take their leave, mischievously mocking the calendar's race against snow. The season's bounty becoming scarce fodder for fields and foragers, reminding us the cycle of rebirth is more than religious fables. Moonlight only shadow boxes astrological ponderances, allowing us to see no further than the path appearing before us. Because reflections never occur in the light of night, no matter how hard we strain to see. So many words, so many eons. Is it you I miss, or the season's experiences? Either way, the memory still burns. Another one of life's certainties. That's Autumn Burns. My name is Stephen M Wuebker.
Yo, put your hands together one more time for Stephen M Wuebker. Sorry, my fiance just messaged me and called me an undefeated son of a Bo Nix. Apparently something happened in fantasy football. I like fantasy football because it allows me to have the delusion that I'm good at sports.
Yay, sports!
All right, y'all, we got a great night of poetry ahead of us. Real quick before we get to the next poet up, though, someone does want to make an announcement. They asked, and we said, sure. Y'all, put your hands together real quick for Adelia.
Oh my god, that'd be insane.
Get ready to stand in one.
I'm just gonna lean against this wall over here.
Well, whatever. I got shit. I'm slanting, so I have to do the announcements now. But I run Ink and Lou, if you guys don't know what that is. It's a poetry workshop, a short form writing workshop space mostly. That happens every second, fourth, and optional fifth Sunday. The fifth Sunday happens. But we are starting to host a new event called Well and Weave, and that's going to happen this Tuesday at Blue Sky, and that is just a write-in. You come, and everyone just working on their own stuff separately, but like together, just to get the like creative energy going and body doubling if you're into that. So Tuesday, 3 to 5. Blue Sky, there'll be word sprints, workout leaderboard, whatever else. It's free. If you need more details, because I probably left something out, come find me. The Instagram is ink, the letter N, Loom. So, I think that's it. Cool. Okay, thanks guys.
And if you can't find Blue Sky Coffee, it's across the street from Wright State.
Behind Wendy's.
Behind Wendy's. Alright, without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get our next poet up. But before we do that, I owe our next poet an apology because we screwed up last week and omitted you from the last time we were here and omitted you from the open mic. Y'all put your hands together for Dana.
I didn't actually expect that. And it's been a bit since I was here because my family had a bunch of stuff that happened. It was exciting and good. So this is new shit.
New shit!
And I can see it, which is exciting. It's called The Danger of Small Concessions. I'm also not Mike literate, sorry. I will never forget the moment when you, after dropping several obvious verbal hints about how much you just did not like it there, simply walked over to the shiny gold star-shaped balloon hanging innocently from a light fixture and popped it. You did this without announcement, without fanfare, without asking. You did it quietly, but pointedly. Because you could. It was an act of arrogance, the behavior of a person who knows without question, no matter how much their actions impact other people, they are permitted, as long as the people affected do not have the same power. You came into our home, begrudgingly ate our food, and then chose to destroy a simple decoration at someone else's party, in someone else's home, because it displeased you. And while it may seem meaningless, it's just a balloon, and you've likely already forgotten that moment. In that moment, I understood that you will do as you see fit in any space that you believe to ultimately belong to you. Like a yappy, overstimulated dog just pissing on everything. Every fire hydrant, every wall, every blade of grass, to mark your territory. To make sure everyone knows what belongs to you. And I should have seen in that moment, this was never our house. It was never our light fixture. It was never our space at all. Even though it was our balloon, our decorations, our home. See, words say one thing, but actions say another, and while words told us this house was ours, actions told a very different story. And I should have paid more attention to actions indivisible from arrogance. So far from kindness, patriarchal, transactional, but not familial. And I should have believed you when you showed us exactly who you are.
So I don't know if Link or Jonathan made the announcement, but we're kind of shortening how many people can sign up. We have one more slot left in the open mic, so just kidding. Thank you, Andi.
We have 0 more slots?
Oh no, I lied. There's one more slot. There's one more. One more slot. Okay. And I'm just going to go in order. So your next poet is Nico.
Thank you.
This is new shit. And this is called Accidents, Acetaminophen, and Automobiles. You see, I hold the keys now. Click-clack in my pocket like Rhythm of Rage turned to release, like truth tapping up Morse code from my hip bone, freedom sings in that jingle, jingle, jingle. You left. You're gone. You dropped the match, you lit the bridge, and turned your back with the grace of a ghost and the cruelty of someone who planned it. I'm still here. You didn't forget me. You chose not to remember. That's a sharp distinction. Like the crack in my voice at 7, like the name never quite fit in your mouth anyways. And still, they say I gotta forgive to be free, but honey, please, freedom came the moment I stopped waiting for an apology that never caught the wind. I learned to love me, the real me. Through your wounds you left behind, charred lullabies and funeral smoked birthdays, hugs that smelled like silence and silence that bled louder than fists. You told me to heal by giving you grace, but I give myself grace instead. You don't get to erase what you wrote in blood and abandonment. You don't get a redemption arc in my sacred script. The peace I found ain't forgiving you. It's in remembering me. It's a little boy who stopped crying for a mother and started mothering themselves. Started making tea in quiet houses and laughing louder than grief ever planned for. I walk away with no fire in my mouth, just cool breath, a steel spine, a sunrise swagger. I own my own space. I hold the keys now. To doors you will never walk through again. And you know what? Love is not your gift. Peace is not your shadow. It's mine. And I cast it long as I walk towards the rest of my life, unforgiven, unburdened, unbroken, forever shining.
Nico, have you performed it before? Okay. Keep it going for Nico!
Thank you, Nico. In case you haven't noticed, I went to the Renaissance Festival today. I'm not normally dressed like this.
Did you go with Bordy?
I went with Bordy, my husband. We've been dating for 11 years now.
Yeah, it's an anniversary.
What?
Happy birthday, Borgie! Happy anniversary!
He would have come, but he didn't want to. So he's busy playing Hollow Knight Silk Song. So yeah. Okay. Please give a huge round of applause for our next poet coming up to the stage. Andi, are you ready, Andi? Andi's not ready. So instead, who wants to go next? Raise your hand right now. Raise it. Eddthewordsmith! Give me a round of applause for Ed!
My name is Ed. I write stuff sometimes. And then I come to places like this and share them with folks like you. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to share a piece that I wrote. I was in the gym and a song came on my playlist that I hadn't heard by 9 Inch Nails, which I haven't really listened to much in my life, but this was an instrumental. I guess it's like a B-side. And I stopped and started writing words to it. And the title of it was March of the Fuckheads. And so that was kind of the prompt.
Wait, was that the title of the 9 Inch Nails song or the title that you gave it?
Both.
Nice.
It's an instrumental just called March of the Fuckheads. So I was like, gee, I wonder what he was talking about. So I started thinking about what fuckheads are. And it turned into a venting about these just the stupid fucking people that we have to endure in this world. And so this is what happened. This is called March of the Fuckheads. It's slim pickings to find somebody intelligent amongst all these dim-witted men and women. It's cataclysmic. There shouldn't emerge a class of beings who cease the transmission of the disease of plain old fucking stupid. They're cockroaches, I'm afraid, because they're tough to exterminate because they never stop moving and breathing, and they're ripe for spoon feeding of some kind of nonsense bullshit, imminent apocalypse. But the world just might not end, at least not while they're here to experience it. That they would just send $100 bills to those who claim to be the holiest, which they'll spend on abortions for their mistresses. But the idiots, they go marching into religious services where grandstands are crammed with ugly Cro-Magnon degenerates, clapping hands, a bunch of easily manipulated illiterates and predators. They may predate banks, sure, long before there were student loans and mortgages, there were snakes, but if a serpent could open a business, he'd probably call it Wells Fargo, or better yet, Chase. And he'd go to church every Sunday in order to convince those who would scrutinize his exploitation of the vulnerabilities and weaknesses of poor people in towns he'll never visit, that his actions are somehow aligned with the interests of Jesus, that capitalism is Christian, and to question him is to question the very edict of heaven, and the ignorant, mouth-breathing masses reach a point of acceptance so quickly that heads are still spinning. Look at these dumb shits. How do they even function? And the economy is wrecked because those morons are overseeing billion-dollar budgets, giving all our money to buy big guns and rockets, toys for full-grown children who should have been hugged more and given a bit of positive attention, because one less spanking could prevent a war, and a little affection at just the right age could eradicate malnourishment, and being in attendance at one Little League game could save the planet from climate change. But hey, it's better to be an advocate for violence and destruction and selfishness than it is to be gay. It's totalitarian. It's the embodiment of all the worst things. To be intellectually stunted draws praise. It's ass backward when truths and lies are swapped and rephrased. When cops are trained to stop and change citizens they don't see as the same as humans with dignity. And then they get the bottom of their boots licked clean by a loser with a bumper sticker that reads, "Don't tread on me." It's a shame. These fucking ingrates annihilate the freedom so many have fought for so long to obtain, all because they think they're on the same team as those who will never even let them play the fucking game. They'll blame a struggling non-contender for all their losses, but love the wealthy owner who imprisons them in a batting cage with the key thrown away. They're hapless. It's madness, but tragic how drastic it happens to get when the system gets shifted and twisted against them and their kids, who feel the wrath of their vengeance because they don't raise people. They raise sacrificial lambs. They see themselves as a version of Abraham and their offspring as Isaac. It's patricide of the innocent to appease the God they worship, which is simply the nation they were born in, and I hope they succeed. Instead of building an army of order-following bigots, lest we see a military parade of henchmen when they come goose-stepping through the district, and the world will yet again witness another old-fashioned march of the fuckheads. Thank you.
Y'all keep it going for Eddthewordsmith. Now, unfortunately, I've got some bad news. There are still people in the open mic, so somebody does have to go after him. However, in the interest of fairness, we're going to call up one of the four wheels that keep the little red wagon that is the Dayton Poetry Slam careening down the sidewalk. Y'all, put your hands together for Ayesha!
I feel like I should preface this poem with a story. So, earlier this year, sister, Morgan, and some other people from our choir, Tom, we went to Prague. And there was this really, really hot waiter there that was super into me for some reason. And Tom's first time coming to the show was during the erotic slam, so he told me to write an erotic what-if poem about this hot waiter from Prague. So this is called For Nikita. I will remember you the same way I remember a sunrise, tequila, tangy, tempting. I would have made your breath run. I would have overfed myself on you. I bet you have never seen a universe put itself together. We could have folded into one another. I would have found a rhythm on you and danced until you were salt-rimmed and sugared on my uvula. You, I will remember as a finger caress on tiny tinseled wall hangings, deliberate, a wink, another drink, a sensitive, surveilled surrender. You would have known what I wanted. I just know it. Thank you. Poet. Give it up for Andrew.
Hey y'all. Sorry it's been a while. I've been hoping to make it out. Finally, things have been getting a little better, so I really get out from the shit. Sorry, I'm just getting nervous every time. So, I started writing this a while back, and I almost didn't want to say it's finished, but I finished enough to read it today, so it's very new shit. So, sorry. You can do it. Thank you. So, to be honest, I've been writing poetry a long time, but I always felt weird about writing poetry for or about anybody, but let me tell y'all, like, I met this girl, and I can't stop writing poetry about her. It's kind of crazy. I'm 33 years old, and it's like, I don't know, I mean, it feels like I'm a 15-year-old kid again. Get so fucking giddy again, for one, but I don't know, I mean, it's just never, I gave up on finding anything a long time ago. I mean, just finding compatibility, let alone finding the one, or whatever. But honestly, she has me questioning whether soulmates actually exist, I swear to God. So, this is for her, and about her. Thank you. Butterflies fluttering and flitting in the pit of my stomach, chrysalis splitting, palpitating rhythm skipped like 15-year-old giddy kids again, still loving like we've never lived, as if the world itself of existence so far had forbidden it, but we still spit back with conviction that we didn't give a shit. Thinking of so many little things, leaving me smitten, constantly grinning like an idiot. Fingertips that nervously fidgeted with zippers and a fiddle with a sliver, shiv, buried in between disfigured ribs, cataclysmic schisms eviscerated, replaced with brittle bitterness, individuals left ambivalent, grieving what hearts could never give, a thorn invisible, kept hidden amidst. From my heart this liquid drips, but never once like a bullet hole riddled sieve, the same exit wound that left me scribbling this pencil tip like an incision slid effortless across the skin, ink rivers spigoted. And every pretty vision like her palms reached out and my heart just fit, fist sized, muscle twitched, electric as if the candlelight wick flickering behind my eyes was finally lit, twin flames glittering hits. Mind envisages, we both just exist uninhibited, betwixt lips that kissed, wisdom or grisly figments did shrivel and wither, two people indivisible, you, my arms held within, spirits lifted or just a place to rest your tear-swept chin. No longer whittled until attrition quits, I can envision it so vividly this bliss, upon my heart it's stitched. Thank you.
Give it up again for Andrew. All right. This time I'm not kidding. Our next poet coming up to the stage is Andi. Thank you. Give it up for Andi.
last new poem I shared with you guys was Godfatherer, and this is actually kind of about the Godfatherer. If the death is announced by someone who cannot tell the truth, is it morally wrong to check the video? Does it become morally wrong with repeated viewings? How many? If, as I've heard said, change happens one dead white man at a time, do we get to choose which one we call a turning point? What happens if we miss the critical moment because the one we're waiting for refuses to die? We cannot claim to be the allies we need until we are prepared to strap the jackboots to our own feet. Are we willing to face the judgment of our descendants as they ask who the real oppressors were? A man died, an ideological monster died, an assassination occurred, justice was served, nothing changed. A liar lied, the liar lives to lie another day.
Y'all put your hands together one more time for Andy. So this is our last show of September. Our first show of October is not going to be on the 5th, it is going to be on the 12th. There's a benefit show here on the 5th. Also, the 12th is the day before my 40th birthday. Us moving the show to the day before my 40th birthday had nothing to do with me thinking, that's a great idea. It had something to do with it. Our slam in October is a theme slam. We're going to be having our annual Spooky Slam, where we encourage you all to read spooky poetry. Hey Lincoln, does the Spooky Slam require original poetry? You can read other people's spooky poems or horror-themed poems at the Spooky Slam. We're also going to be having a costume.
One exception.
There is one exception.
You cannot read The Raven, because that's mine, motherfucker.
You can't read The Raven because it's Link's. And also because you couldn't read it in 3 minutes, 10 seconds.
Challenge accepted.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna start running some odds on that.
I beat from out my heart.
Give me about a week to get my sports book set up here in the state of Ohio legally. We will also be having a costume contest that night, correct?
Yes.
We encourage you all to wear a costume, dress up like your favorite poet, or your least favorite poet. It'll make it interesting.
Or just dress up in general in any type of costume.
Right.
As long as you're not showing up as the Emperor's new clothes. And, you know, we must re-emphasize, as always, because Mark's standing right behind me, that we have no nudity clause here at Yellow Cab Tavern. A strict no nudity clause here at Yellow Cab Tavern.
I've been wanting to do that.
So is that the 9th?
However, you can, I'm sorry?
Is that on the 26th to replace the 19th?
No, actually, we're gonna have a show 2 weeks in a row in October as well, on the 12th and the 19th. So, Morgan's gonna dress up like Fiona Apple.
You don't even know.
So the 19th is a Halloween show?
Yes.
Hey, that's my favorite time.
The 19th is the Halloween show. Morgan's gonna dress up like Fiona Apple and tell us all how the world is bullshit.
It'll be criminal. And we'll throw candy around.
Okay, now you got me thinking about the criminal video by Fiona Apple, so I'm gonna call the next poet up before I get any more distracted. Y'all put your hands together for True!
Oh man, I've never really really had like anxiety about reading a poem. It's a reworked poem, and then there's like a poem of course it is a poem before the poem. But poemception? Not really. So like like the whole like My Country 'Tis of Thee song. So that happens before the poem, and the poem is, and it's not like the whole song, so don't worry. The poem is Give Me America, but it's rewritten for the current time. So yeah, bear with me, please. My country, 'tis of thee, land of complicity, of thee I scream. Land where the natives died, land that is filled with wine. Genocide in Palestine, of thee I scream. I watch as children die from rockets in the sky, or bullets flying by, of thee I scream. My country's history, bloodshed from sea to sea, of thee I scream. I watch as children hide from rockets in the sky, or bullets flying by, of thee I scream. Where guns are all around, where bodies will be found, this is all we know. Where blood is spilled for views, where thoughts and prayers have no use, where we deny the truth, of thee I scream. Give me America, where two groups of people don't argue over whether his assassination attempt was real or not. Give me an America that can stay united regardless of who the president is. Give me an America that can accept the results in elections without any bloodshed, without any opinionated news channels, without any corrupt corporations from either side. Give me an America that doesn't censor comedians because they tell the truth. Give me an America where the individual thought is more attractive than the news channels, where self-education is more paramount than a cumulative belief. Give me an America that sincerely creates more jobs, one that feels safe to walk through despite political differences. Give me an America that loses less life in wars we didn't have to fight in the first place. An America where it doesn't feel scary to put an American flag and a pride flag in your yard at the same time. Not afraid of either flag offending anyone, when you can have dinner with supporters of any kind. Where you can be adults and share different opinions without screaming at one another. Give me an America that believes in liberty again. An America where I can live with no fear of a bullet entering my chest and exiting like light, turning bones into ghosts on the 4th of July. Give me an America where I can hold anything American and not feel guilty. For the America I have has had its stars stripped and frayed like the threads of democracy and freedom. The America we have waits for us to stand on top of the flag and shoot firecrackers into its skin. An America where the cross isn't the only symbol advertised as a logo of heaven. Where the homeless don't have to tightrope next to death. Give me an America where the tithe in a church isn't the only hill you can die on, while speaking from a burning tongue. Give me an America where the Statue of Liberty doesn't have the need to grab the cables of the Golden Gate Bridge and hang a noose from the sky. An America where a trans person isn't considered a pedophile because of one incident from someone else, where a person of color isn't considered someone who uses the government to get by, where the body of someone who is disabled isn't called ugly, disgusting, and a waste of space.
Yes!
Give me an America where you are less American for not having empathy for fascists. Give me an America where the dog doesn't get left outside to howl at the moon, where it doesn't feel like gravity holds it closer than two hands do in a home. Give me an America where father absence meets father presence and makes a truce, where pills and needles no longer steal time away from an addict. Where tomorrow morning makes room for the past, not to run from it, but to learn from it. Give me an America where freedom roams free forever, where a blind person can touch the stars and read back their words in Braille. And where those words translate to say, we witness your light, may we burn bright with you forever. Give me an America, America. My country 'tis of thee, land of complicity, of the ice cream. Land where the natives died, land that is filled with wine, genocide in Palestine, of the ice cream.
Give it up for True. You know the church bells was sounding while you were reading that poem?
That was funny.
Yeah, perfect timing.
We planned that, actually.
Yeah, totally. Because we were totally aware that you were going to read political poetry. I mean, obviously. Okay, let's keep this moving right along. Your next poet coming to the stage is Kane.
Oh man, I have to follow True? I'm gonna fucking kill myself. What is this? You serious?
I'm sorry.
By a round of applause, how many of you love getting what you want? This is a piece called Corn Silk. Sorry, been drinking. Corn Silk Manacles. My love language is muffled by your feet in my mouth.
Okay.
I want you to imagine Vanilla Ice evoking Joseph Campbell in a court of law. The hero's journey. I want you to imagine holding a gun to my head and telling me it's really not that serious. It's been a full moon for weeks in every direction, and it's been a lot more wolf than teen. I want you to imagine an airport bathroom that smells like brackish mop water, effervescence, eclipses, filthy declensions, imbroglio, sprained ankles, linoleum flooring, punk rock, racquetball courts, dead-end jobs, dithyrambic alloglagnia, hot asphalt, two-stroke motors, lighting the wrong end of a cigarette, Goodwill leather, too much fabric softener, secondhand books, burnt plastic, blown out Converse, girl musk, denim overalls, whiskey hangovers, flea markets and silt and petunias and liquid and concrete. I want you to imagine everything the fray touches. Hippocrates said that life is short, the art is long, opportunity is fleeting, experience is fallacious, and judgment is difficult. Oppositely, David Mitchell said that an impulse can be both vaguely understood and extremely strong. I want you to imagine that it's only sex until it's not. Chef, call. Is it pink? Pull that up. Wait. What are you pulling up? The past? You want me to earn more money? I have enough issues with women without having anything that they, actually want. It's never my Coke, it's never my car, it's always the Walgreens parking lot. I want you to imagine that I hate it when Unk pulls up on me with the evil crack. I want you to imagine that the coolest thing that someone can do is think that the things that I think are cool are cool. A dear friend of mine pulled up on me recently and said, I'm fucking something tonight. Have you ever heard of ovulation? Okay, well, you know how you feel all the time Women feel like that once a month. I'm basically like the opposite of sapiosexual. I'm only capable of being attracted to someone so drooling, horny, dumb that like the concept of consent gets called into question. No, we're not rewinding that. I want you to imagine that it's transparently clear that one of us cares more than you do. I want you to imagine that a lot of things have been absolutely hamster wheeling in my fucking head, but honestly, none reign more supreme than how you responded to me telling you, lie to me. I want you to imagine that it's the only time that I'll ever hear you say, I love you. I want you to imagine that she told me she doesn't think I'm evil, but she does think I'm dumb. And I said, I'm just a dog chasing cars. And you tell me, who's happier? The dog chasing cars or the one that gets hit by one?
Come on.
And I want you to imagine that she said, well, they're both dumb. Thank you.
Kane. All right, let's give a big round of applause for our next poet coming up to the stage, Lucas.
Hello. Hi. I'm going to read something that I basically pushed all of my edgy energy into when I was 14, 15, but with the complexity of an adult, so that's cool. They call me bastard. They is me, self-proclaimed. The value I hold is reassured by hushed tones behind locked doors with paper walls. Born the same as all, innocence lost to the unknown monsters that walk amongst us all. Fist fights with father, manipulation with mother, beaten with an inch of my being with brother. All the lessons of family have been cruel, but helpful in my mastery of hating humanity. And as a human, I will treat myself true, ripping the muscles until they tremble, scoring the flesh, and letting the blood drip off fun sharp bits. A letter in suffering for myself, a lesson to be taught for being what I hate most. I wonder if I should become the beast, ruthless, uncaring, a legacy of pain, a dirty secret to be sent into fire, eating all that comes within my mouth, stepping in all creatures below my boot. Then the blood, the skin picked from under my fingernails will taste of victory instead of shit. I worry. How I worry. I'll lose it all and be forced to drift into the Appalachians. Return to a time beyond man, hunt with my teeth, turn bones into rigid claws, chew flesh and cud, like the non-kosher swine deemed unsuitable. Alone among the ancients, the creeks that used to be ocean, rocks that broke from boulders, contoured trees that grew from seeds. I will lay under a young seed and let it take me, build its roots in my ribs and let it flower out of my skull. Then I'll go back. I'll go back to something simpler.
Y'all know I need you to continue clapping for Lucas, right? Alright, if you guys have been wondering why we've got a video camera on stage, it is because we do have social media. We post these videos to YouTube, unless of course you tell us, hey, I don't want to be on YouTube. You can let us know that once the video goes up, or if you don't want it to go up at all, you can write it on the sign-up sheet, or you can say before the video, hey, or before you start your poem, hey, I would prefer not to be on YouTube. And then you won't be on YouTube. If you don't want to be on Instagram, let us know that as well.
And as always, if you'd like to see your video edited and up faster, come edit it your goddamn self!
You can also find us aside from YouTube and Instagram on Facebook at Dayton Poetry Slam. Hey Ayesha, how can they find us on TikTok? Is it Dayton Poetry Slam? Okay, I don't know. If I put TikTok on my phone, I will never accomplish anything in this life again, and I know that. So I don't have TikTok on my phone. Our farmersonly.com dating profiles back up, so find us on farmersonly.com. Right now, the only crop we are growing are poets, though. And our next poet up to the mic, y'all, put your hands together for Oliver!
Thank you for adjusting to my size, the mic. I haven't written in a while, but I wrote this in one go on Friday night, so it definitely needs reworking, but it is new. And because of that, the title is also in the works, but the current title I have is On the Dreams of the Baby Deer. The little fawn knows many things. She knows the damp dew of a grassy knoll, the brisk chill of stream water running between her hooves. She knows the warming yellows of the sun's embrace and the loving lick of her mother's. She does not yet know caution. She deals not with the crawling bugs of fear. For her mornings are filled with birds' song and her nights blanketed with crickets' lullabies. The hum of the forest scoring her imagination, her curiosity, and her dreams. She will look to the clouds, see the gentle wisps streaking the sky, in awe of their stretching beauty. She will ogle at the trees and envision growing just as tall and just as old. She will watch the forest creatures play and rejoice in their elation. She will wish upon the stars that she too may one day shine just as brightly. And then, on a day just like any other, the little fawn will stray from her mother. She will prance freely, frolic through the fields, one spotted with petals and buds and the scent of honey. She will smell and lick every tree and plant, noting how differently they prick her taste buds. She will wade through the creek, tickled by the schools of fish darting under her tail. And when the sun sets and the forest grows dark, the air around her will strangely grow silent. Without the birds' melodies, without the crickets' chirp, there is something new, something that crawls under her skin, and the little fawn will know unease. She will know the overwhelming weight of silence, the crippling isolation of solitude. She will know the sharp-tinged smell of asphalt and gas, the unknown questions of the tree line. She will know the unforgiving hardness of the pavement, the roar of high-beam promises. And when her sight, her body are flooded white with light, what will she see? The blazes of the sun? The pale face of the moon? Or perhaps, somewhere deep within, she will know it is time for her to become a star. Thank you.
It's taking me longer to get up here because I'm drinking. Do it for Oliver again. Yeah, give it up for your next pub, one of the four legs of the Dayton Poetry Slam, Morgan.
had lunch with two of my closest friends, Ayesha and Tom. They're over there, give them a round of applause. We were talking about how I'm a little bit slutty when I'm drunk. So, I told them about this poem that like struck really deeply with me when I first read it. It's by Isabel Correa, and it's called On My History of Kissing Everyone at Parties. So I thought it was appropriate for me to read it here. On my history of kissing everyone at parties. In my defense, they told me I was pretty, or listened to me talk, or shared a secret, or were named James, or Kate, or Miguel, or had a mother they missed but gave up on, or they reached for my hand with guitar hands, or garden hands, or God hands, or danced with their hands on their knees in exhaustion because they are serious about pleasure and how much they love this song. Or pointed to the moon, not delivering a line or a speech, but a drawn out four-letter word, fuck, or damn, or stop, or look. And I looked. That was On My History of Kissing Everyone at Parties by Isabel Correa.